Good morning, Clark Road. My name is Samir Fees,
And I'm Brendan.
and these are your announcements for Tuesday, February 28th.
We begin the show today by shouting out the phenomenal effort that our junior girls volleyball team put in yesterday at WOSA. Our girls, the 2023 London City champions, competed yesterday after a warm send-off by all of us here at Clark Road at the Western Ontario School Athletic Association's tournament that saw city champions from all over Western Ontario compete for the chance to head to Ottawa to become national champions.
Our girls put in a ton of grit and hard work and made the eventual gold medalists sweat the entire game, but were unable to come away with a medal.
Success is more than just winning, folks. It's holding your head up high after you played your hardest, staying mentally tough and motivated through the long off-season and coming back even stronger the next year.
Thank you to all our girls and their coaches, Coach Gurdon, Coach Melchers, Coach Julia Gurdon, and Coach Z for taking us along for the ride that they did this year. You are city champions, and we expect big things from you again next year.
And most of all, congratulations to the girls for showing us all how to compete. See you next year.
In other playoff news, our varsity boys hockey team took Game 1 versus South yesterday in the city finals. They look to close out the series at South today. The game will be taking place at Star Tech Arena here in London, and the puck drops at 2. Hope to see you there, and good luck, gentlemen.
Our varsity girls hockey team also took on South yesterday in the playoffs, and although they battled hard, they were unable to come away with the win. They look to even the series today at home with the puck dropping at 2:30.
Trojan Faithful, this is your call to arms. Come out and support our girls in school colors and with lots of noise. Good luck, ladies. Go get that win.
In school news, Clark Road is host today to the many Black student alliances across our board. The conference is happening in the library with conversations surrounding race, identity, politics, and advocacy.
Thank you to Ms. Taggart and all who helped organize this wonderful event. And now for our Black History Month profile.
With today being the last day of Black History Month, we end our series of profiles with a special entry. Today, we'll be looking at Malcolm X, husband, father, civil rights leader, activist, and martyr.
Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little in 1925, was an African-American civil rights leader who rose to prominence during the 1950s and 1960s. His childhood was marked by poverty, violence, and racism, and he experienced numerous traumatic events, including the murder of his father by white supremacists and the institutionalization of his mother. He became involved in criminal activity and was eventually incarcerated, where he educated himself and became a devout Muslim.
After his release from prison, Malcolm X joined the Nation of Islam, a Black nationalist religious organization. He quickly became one of the organization's most prominent and influential leaders, advocating for Black separatism and the establishment of an independent Black state.
Malcolm X's speeches and writings, which were marked by his uncompromising heroic and denunciation of white supremacy, attracted a large following among African Americans. In 1964, Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam and embraced Sunni Islam, undertaking a pilgrimage to Mecca, and that transformed his worldview.
He abandoned his previous advocacy of Black separatism and began work towards a more inclusive vision of civil rights that encompassed all race and ethnicities. However, he continued to be a vocal critic of systemic racism and white supremacy until his assassination in 1965.
Throughout his life, Malcolm X demonstrated a remarkable resilience and resistance in the face of adversity. As a child, he learned to navigate the racist and violent world around him, developing a strong sense of self-reliance and determination. During his time in prison, he educated himself and developed a deep understanding of history, politics, and philosophy.
As a civil rights leader, he fearlessly spoke out against injustice and advocated for the rights of African Americans, even in the face of violent opposition. Malcolm X's resistance took many forms, from his advocacy of Black self-defense and armed resistance to his vocal criticism of white supremacy and systemic racism.
He believed that Black people should be empowered to take control of their own lives and communities, and that this could only be achieved through self-reliance and self-determination. His resistance was grounded in a deep commitment to justice and equality, and he used his platform as a civil rights leader to bring attention to the issues that mattered most to African Americans.
After the show today, we have included a video that captures both Malcolm's fiery speaking style and which highlights the difficult environments and issues that he confronted. We invite everyone to stick around and watch and listen. We hope that our profiles this month have done justice to those who have helped push our society forward and provided accurate representation of those who we have covered.
We plan to continue running profiles on activists and individuals of color in the coming weeks and months. If you have a piece that you would like to run, if you'd like to be involved in this process, please reach out to Mr. Allison in room 154A. And now for school sports.
Any students in grade 9 through 12 who are interested in trying out for Clark Road's varsity baseball team are invited to attend a meeting this Wednesday, March 1st, at lunch in room 254. Tryouts will begin indoors next week. Any students unable to attend this meeting should see Mr. Jones in the co-op office in room 250.
Badminton tryouts begin this week tomorrow, Wednesday, March 1st, and Friday, March 3rd. Anyone interested in coming out for the Clark Road team needs to sign up with Mr. Vallon in room 124 if you have not done so already.
Attention to those interested in joining the girls rugby team. We will be hosting our very first practice of the season on Wednesday, March 1st. Please meet in the small gym at 2:45, dressed in gym clothing. If you have any questions, please see Miss Disher in room 207. We will look forward to seeing new faces out this season.
And these are your clubs for today, Clark Road. Have you ever found yourself interested in better understanding Indigenous culture and heritages? Perhaps you've questioned how you might respectfully listen to different cultural traditions and understanding new perspectives? Well, our Clark Road Thunder Turtles Club has the answers you seek.
The Thunder Turtles Club is a safe space where you can learn about the various aspects of Indigenous cultures and identities, where you can have positive conversations on difficult topics, and where meaningful and enduring friendships are forged. Make sure you come on to room 210 at lunch today.
Do you enjoy playing guitar? Do you want some top-notch instruction and get to know other fellow enthusiasts? Then come on out to Guitar Ensemble in room 153 at lunch today.
And finally, in club news, this is your reminder that the concert band will be practicing today at 2:30, and those are your announcements for Tuesday, February 28th. We encourage staff and students to stick around and watch a small video highlighting Malcolm X. Take care, Clark Road.